Good morning, friends. Last class we discussed about the series resonance and parallel resonance circuit. That is nothing but resonance part is completed in fourth unit. Now go for the magnetic coupled circuits. This is separate topic in fourth unit. So first of all, what is magnetic field? So magnetic field is nothing but the region where the magnetism is appears. So that area is called magnetic field. Otherwise, simply say that the region up to which the effect of magnetism is present is called magnetic field. Now come to the magnetic flux. So the flux lines is flowing through some force from one pole to another pole. Simply say that north pole to south pole, the flux lines is flowing from some force. That force is called magnetic flux. So that is denoted by pi, and unit is Weber. And next one is magnetic flux density. So denoted by B. The magnetic flux density is defined as the ratio of magnetic flux to the area surrounded by the magnetic flux. That is B is equal to pi by A. The units of magnetic flux density is Weber per meter square or Tesla. So another definition is magnetic field intensity. So the force experienced with a unit pole, I mean the magnetic flux lines is flowing from north pole to south pole with some force. That force is identified or developed by one unit, that is nothing but one pole. So simply say that the force experienced by the one unit north pole is said to be magnetic field intensity. That is denoted by H, and it is the ratio of mmf to length. That is mmf is nothing but number of turns into current by L. So where N is the number of turns, I current, and L is length. Unit for that one is Tesla per meter, and we know that B is equal to mu H. Now what is meant by mmf? Magnetomotive force. The force that motivates the flux in the circuit is said to be mmf. So mmf is nothing but number of turns and I. So whenever in a circuit is there, whenever we are applying a voltage in that circuit, now an alternating current is flowing through the circuit. That alternating current will touches the number of turns. Then on that circuit, mmf will produces. Simply say that the product of current and number of turns is nothing but mmf. So, next, Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. So Faraday's first law. So whenever a conductor cuts the magnetic flux, an EMF will be induced in the conductor. Generally, so the requirement is magnetic field, conductor, and relative motion between these two. So whenever the magnetic field is stationary and conductor is moving, whenever conductor cuts the magnetic field, and some EMF is induced in the conductor. Now second law, how much of EMF induced in the conductor, that is tells about the Faraday's second law. So the rate of change of flux linkages is nothing but magnitude of EMF, that E is equal to N into d pi by dt. And next law is Lenz's law. So the effect of induced EMF is always opposes the applied voltage, that is product of rate of flux, that is E proportional to d pi by dt. But so I always opposite, that's why E is equal to minus N d pi by dt. Here minus sign indicates the Lenz's law. And next topic and most important topic, that is the self-inductance topic. Consider a solenoid with having n number of turns through which current I is flowing through the, and let us consider whenever applying a current I, a flux is flowing through the coil, that is pi Webers. Now the magnetic flux in conductor is n pi. Now the magnetic flux produced in the coil is directly proportional to the current, that is pi proportional to I, that is equal to pi is equal to Li. So L is equal to pi by I, psi by I Henry, where L is the inductance, and we know the psi is nothing but number of turns and number of flux produced in the conductor, that is n pi. Psi is equal to n pi, therefore inductance is equal to self-inductance is equal to n pi by I. So see the figure. Here a number of turns coil is there. Whenever a current, alternating current is flowing through the circuit, whenever this current is touches the n number of turns, an mmf is produced, that is nothing but n into I. So this is, so due to this current some flux is produced, that is pi. So pi is nothing but, so psi is nothing but n pi. So that's why L is equal to n pi by I. So that is the self inductance. So another formulas for inductance, so that is in terms of L is equal to n square mu 0 mu r A by L. So always inductance is inversely proportional to length and directly proportional to the area of the cross section of the coil. Next term is mutual inductance. Generally for self inductance only one coil is there, but coming to the mutual inductance, two static coils will be available, that is nothing but two coils are separated with some distance, but some mutual induction, due to the mutual induction principle, the flux will be transferred to one coil to another coil. So that may be identified with the help of dot notation. That dot notation concept is explained in another class. Now here the main, so suppose in first coil flux is pi 1, second coil and first coil current is I1, second coil flux is pi 2, second coil current is I2. Now as we know that flux is directly proportional to current, that is pi proportional to I, that is equal to pi is equal to mi, where m is the mutual induction. So now in similar manner pi 2 is also proportional to I1, pi 2 is mi1. So because of I1 the mutual induction will be started. Whenever you are applying a current, some flux is produced in the first coil. Because of that flux, so that flux is internally coupled with second coil, that is nothing but mutual inductance. So mutual inductance is produced because of I1. That's why pi 2 is also proportional to I1, pi 2 is equal to mi1. Now differentiating with respect to t, so d pi 2 by dt is equal to m into di1 by dt, and but we know that d pi by 2 dt because of Lenz's law, that is minus e2. So e2 m is equal to minus e2 by di by dt. This is the mutual inductance. Self inductance occur only one coil, but mutual inductance occurred in two coils. So another concept, an important concept is dot convention. So already in mutual inductance concept I tells about the dot convention. Because of depending upon dot convention, the mutual induction will be occurring on both coils. So how it will occur here? So first concept is same current direction but different dot position. So here incoming current is I1 and outgoing currents also, I mean this direction, both are incoming, both are enter into the coil. I1 is enter into the first coil, I2 is enter into the second coil, but dot notation here is entering position, but here leaving position. For this voltage is negative and mutual inductance negative. Both are same, dot notations are same, then both are same, otherwise both are different is nothing but negative. So second is nothing but here also, so this is incoming current, this is also incoming current, but in second coil now dot position is entering and first coil leaving, just reverse of this one. So here also both are reversing, here entering, here leaving. So voltage is negative, mutual inductance is also negative. So another case, leaving, first coil leaving, second coil is entering, like that. So whatever it may be, both currents in current in coil 1 and current in coil 2 both are entering, but dot conventions are different. At that time voltage, production of voltage is negative and mutual inductance is also negative. Another case, same current direction but same dot position. So before one same current direction, different dot position, but here both are incoming currents and both are incoming dot position, that is nothing but positive mutual inductance, positive voltage. So these dot positions are same place, then voltage and mutual inductance is positive. Suppose dot positions are different, so mutual inductance is negative. So here also current is incoming but dot positions are leaving, coil 1 leaving, coil 2 leaving. We know that these two positions are same means positive, both are positive. So third one, different current directions but different dot positions. So coil 1 incoming, current, coil 2 outgoing current, but here coil 1 dot position incoming, coil 2 outgoing. So that is nothing but here also so voltage is positive, and so mutual inductance is also positive. Because so here one is same, another one is differ, so that's why negative. Here both are same, positive. Here both are differ, that's why positive. So like that. So dot convention rule is used to determine the correct polarity of the mutual induced EMF. That is nothing but how the mutual induced EMF will traveling from one circuit to another circuit. That may clearly tells about the dot convention. Suppose self-inductance is a property associated with only one coil, but self-induced EMF always positive. But mutual inductance is a properly associated with two or more coils, and hence mutual induced EMF may be positive or negative depending upon the direction of the current and winding of the two coils. So clearly, so this diagram will be, so this table will be clearly shown, symbol and mutual inductance. And so suppose this is the dot convention, so M12, the mutual induction between 1 and 2. Suppose 2 3 induction between 2 3 coils, and this triangle diagram M13, that is between coils 1 and 3. And another most important one, so in this topic two important questions. One is dot convention, another one is so coefficient of coupling. Whereas definition, self inductance, mutual inductance, those are the 2 marks important. These two are 5 marks or 10 marks important. Now coefficient of coupling, that is nothing, another the question will be asking like this: explain the relation between self and mutual inductance. What is the relation between self inductance L and mutual inductance M? That is nothing but coefficient of coupling. So generally, how much of mutual inductance is traveling from circuit 1 to circuit 2 will clearly given by the coefficient of coupling. That is nothing but degree of coupling. The degree of coupling between two coils is measured in terms of coefficient of coupling. So the range of K is 0 to 1. So minimum value is 0, maximum value is 1. So when K equal to 1, that coupling is called tight coupling, that may be utilized in so the ideal transformers. So now coming to the derivation part. Generally, how can you define the coefficient of coupling? Is nothing but it is the ratio of flux linking with the one coil to total flux produced by the other coil. Simply say that the flux linking between one coil to another coil, that is nothing but coefficient of coupling. So K is equal to pi 1 2 by pi 1. The first flux produced by the coil 1 is linking with the secondary coil. So let us consider. So self inductance for coil 1, L1 is equal to N1 pi 1 by I1, and L2 is nothing but N2 pi 2 by I2. Now mutual inductance between these two, M12 is nothing but so N2 turns and pi 12 by I1, or otherwise N1 pi 21 by I2. So both are for linear or bilateral circuits, mutual inductance are same, that is M12 equal to M21 equal to M. So now we know that M12 N2 K pi 1, that is nothing but N2 I is nothing, I is proportional to pi, that's why K pi 1 by I1, and N1 K pi 2 by I2. So these two are equal. So these two are productive. M12 multiplied by M21, that may gives the M square, M square, K square, N1 N2 pi 1 pi 2 by I1 I2, K square, N1 pi 1 by I1, N2 pi 2 by I2. What is nothing but N1 pi 1 by I1? Simply say that is the self inductance of L1. N2 pi 2 by I2 is nothing but self inductance of L2. Now M square is equal to K square L1 L2. So M is equal to K into root of L1 L2. Now K is equal to M by root L1 L2. Now this is the coefficient of coupling derivation, where K is the non-negative number. See, always the K value is ranging between 0 to 1. So for iron core, the K value is 0.99. For air core coil, K is equal to 0.4 to 0.8. Simple problem for 2 mark problem. Find the coefficient of coupling between the two coils if the self inductance of coil 1 is 1 Henry and coil 2 is 4 Henry and mutual inductance between the two coils is 1 Henry. That is nothing but L1 1 Henry, L2 4 Henry, M is equal to 1 Henry. Now we know that formula K is equal to M by root L1 L2. K is equal to 1 by root 4 into 1, that is 1 by root 4 is equal K equal to 0.5. This is nothing but definition of self and mutual inductance and dot convention and also derivation of coefficient of coupling.